Hello, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Tings. No, today I want to speak about something that is happening to us Barbadians. Maybe it's happening throughout the region, I don't know. My counterparts in the other Caribbean islands have not notified me, but it's happening here in Barbados. And I want each and every Barbadian to comment and share this particular video because this is important and it has a lot to do with how we will continue taking care of our family, our loved ones, and surviving in Barbados. This has to do not only with the cost of living, but with our utilities. Now I want you to notice something, and I want each of you to take your time and look at your electric meters and tell me, compare how much kilowatts you were using last year compared to this year, and tell me whether you're using more electricity now than you were before. Because I want you all to notice something. I want you all to notice that gradually every month your light bill is increasing time and time again. Now last month mine was $140 something. This month it came in for $170 something. I have not added any other appliances. I have not used more electricity than I'm accustomed using. It's the same thing. But I've noticed a gradual increase from last year, and it was brought to my attention by one of the guys that I send stuff to on my broadcast list. And it's not only happening as far as the light and power is concerned, it's happening with your telephone bill as well. It is happening with the flow where they are increasing in increments $5 at $10. And the service is getting worse and worse. At one point in time, you can make WhatsApp calls and have a comfortable conversations. Now you get disruptions. You get total blockages. You understand? The phone cuts so altogether. You can only speak for a couple of minutes and then you get the interruption. The service has gotten worse and worse, yet you are paying more and more. The utilities are going up in increments around the board, across the board, on every utility company, and they're doing it sneakily. They're not telling you, They're sneakily doing it and adding it in and adding it in. And I want you to know something, right? I want you people to know that we, the consumer, have rights. We, the consumers, can stop this. Because if we see we are not using anymore, we look at our meters, water, light, etc., or we see that our service is not to par, we can stand up and say and put a stop to this, We can put a stop to this. Because I believe it is time that we start to make these companies be held accountable for disservice, interruptions. You understand what I mean? Like, for instance, suppose the internet goes off, you're not getting any internet for a period of time. You shouldn't have to pay for that period of time. The bill comes in for the same amount again. You should not have to pay for that. It's not done like that in other countries. Why are we putting up with it in Barbados? Because Barbadians are too passive. We take everything, all we do is grumble and speak, and we do nothing. It is time we start doing something about these things. We need to. If not, our rights will be taken away from us gradually in increments, just like how they're increasing, and then we won't have any rights at all. And this could go into another conversation because right now as it is, our rights are being taken away, They did a psychological test on us and they're putting in place, and if you look at the legislation being passed, they're all oppressive legislations. There's nothing that is beneficial to us. It's all advantageous to the administration. And when you watch this very carefully, people, let's pick a day, comment, share this. Let's pick a day where we say no more and stand up against these utility companies and stand up. You understand? Because unless they can show us where we are utilizing more than a certain amount of their service, they don't have any right to put any more burden on us than they are actually doing. You understand me? It is already we the consumers have the right. We the consumers are who make them and we can break them, alright? Let's keep together, unite, and stand up for what is rightfully yours. Anyway, this is what I have to say relevant to this. I want to come back and I want to speak on the prison later today because I've gotten quite a bit of information relevant to them. And I'll give you a little insight on what people have been asking me what's happened with Bounty and what's going on with him. So I can give you some insight on that, but I'll speak entirely about what is happening within the institution to other inmates as well. Alright? But anyway, keep your spirits up, keep your tempers down, and remember, do something good for somebody today, alright? This is Winston Clark. This is another edition of Come Out Things. Have a good one.